Hello everybody who may or may not know who I am. My name is Pastra. I'm a horror content creator who primarily got their roots in the FNAF franchise, and while it may not be the only series I like to cover on my channel, it's one that I hold very close to my heart, which is exactly why I'm here today as part of the Fangame Direct to answer some questions which were asked by all of you guys. So, without further ado, let's delve into it. Rub_inner asks, what FNAF game stuck out to you the most and why? What did you like in it? What are your thoughts about the characters, environments, and more? Now, anyone who's been on my channel for a while now probably expects my answer to this question to be FNAF 3, since my two original videos covering the series were all about that game. In recent times though, I've actually found that my answer to that question has changed to FNAF 4. The two major things I love about FNAF 4 was how it handled its horror, as well as its gameplay compared to other games in the series. It's a game which focuses very heavily on building a tense atmosphere through its setting and sound design, leading to it being the only FNAF game which still consistently terrifies me every single time I play it. I also find that the gameplay of 4 feels the most refined out of the main series titles, with each mechanic and character feeling like they serve a complete purpose rather than being half-baked or underutilized. It's constantly stressful and extremely fun to play. And of course, the last thing I love about FNAF 4 is the nightmare animatronics. I understand that these designs may not be everyone's cup of tea, but they've always been my favorite set of animatronics in the whole series. Something about how mangled and monstrous they all look has always appealed a ton to me, and it just further works to strengthen my love for this game. Mr. Doggo HQ asks, to all content creators who have a drawn character they use to represent themselves instead of showing their face, what was the inspiration behind it? So, my mascot is quite an interesting story. To anyone who doesn't know, the little orange gremlin I use to represent myself in my videos is named Clyde, and the way I like to describe his creation is like a Frankenstein's monster of a bunch of characters and concepts I like. When I was creating Clyde for my channel, I did so by first taking note of what I wanted him to show off to my viewers. My immediate two answers were the fact that I do horror stuff, and that I wanted him to have a generally Halloween-y vibe. So that's what I went ham with. I pulled a lot of design elements from Halloween media I enjoyed, like Nightmare Before Christmas and Trick or Treat, while also taking design elements I liked from old characters of mine that I didn't really use anymore. All of this trial and error and mixing and matching eventually led to the creation of Clyde, who at the time looked a bit scuffed, but hey, he eventually started to look how he does now. Mr. Cake 21 asks, what do you think is the best thing about the FNAF fandom? What makes it most unique? Now, as someone who's been a part of this fandom since the release of the original game all the way back in 2014, it's hard to pinpoint just one thing as being the best part of the fandom. But if I were to try and describe it in a broad sense, I feel like the best part of the FNAF community is its passion. Never have I been a part of a fandom that has shown such a consistent and admirable amount of passion as the FNAF community. For the 8 years we've been going, I've seen so many interesting discussions, amazing works of art and animation, and of course, truly outstanding fan games which have given the franchise so much more longevity than it would have without it all. And I feel like that passion and creativity is also what makes this community so unique. I've seen many other fandoms express their passion for franchises they represent in so many amazing ways, but never to the insane extent that the FNAF fandom has. It's one of the reasons I love being able to be a part of this community, especially in the way I am now. Anyway, that'll be all from me for now. I hope you enjoyed listening to me ramble on for a bit, and I hope you're excited for the Fangame Direct coming up. It's really going to be something special, and if you love the FNAF community and its works as much as I do, you definitely don't want to miss it. Now, if you'll excuse me, Lankman's late to paying his rent, and I gotta make sure he knows it. Goodbye for now.